Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. I know in recent weeks there's been a lot of negativity in the world of crypto, including some amongst XRP holders. But I will tell you this, the chart analysts that I follow don't just bend their emotions and their perspective based on whatever public sentiment is. I'm going to share with you what a number of analysts have been saying, and people seem to be more receptive about it since the market has started rebounding again, with Bitcoin now over $60,000. XRP jumped up yesterday on the news about the XRP Grayscale Trust. All sorts of really good stuff happening here, and including perspective from one analyst I want to share with you, who says, yeah, you should expect XRP to peak this market cycle upwards of like $13. Now that, I mean, look, I don't make price predictions, but I can't help but wonder sometimes, by the time the cycle's done, if we're going to see a major expansion, if we see a proper alt season. I can't help but wonder sometimes if those types of predictions, we might look back and be like, well, maybe that was a little conservative. It's not irresponsible either way, even if so. But I can't help but wonder if that will be the case. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. So there was this post yesterday, and this one I actually did share yesterday, but it leads to the next thing I'm going to share with you, so I want to just quickly just read this again. This is from chart analyst Dr. Magic. It's an XRP USD price chart. He's highlighting what's happening in the chart with Bollinger Bands. And he says, don't know what the catalyst will be, but this thing is going to send hard as F. Monthly volatility is at all-time low, and when it breaks out, it will break out from a 6-year pattern. And so, folks, of course, as you should well know by now, the dorky phrase, the wider the base, the higher in space, there is truth to it. Consolidation ultimately leads to notably stronger moves than there would otherwise be if there's not consolidation. And that in and of itself, especially as it pertains to Bollinger Bands, I know if you're talking about that limited volatility, even though that means there's going to be a strong break eventually, it doesn't indicate up or down. I understand that, even that I'm not a chart guy and I know that. But given that we're in a bull market, what do you think is most probable? Given this consolidation and all sorts of strength, especially XRP priced against other coins, what do you think is most likely? And so somebody in the community named Thomas had a question. He said, so $10 possible? And here was chart analyst Dr. Magic's response. He shared this chart, which shows XRP priced against Bitcoin, XRP priced against NVIDIA, XRP priced against ETH, and then the bottom one is XRP dominance. And these look pretty similar, don't they? All cylinders firing here, right? And so here's what Dr. Magic said. Guys, $8 to $13 is the 1.272 and the 1.414 Fibonacci extension targets. There is nothing lower to target after all-time highs. Maybe you think I'm selling hopium. See the charts below. All XRP pairs reversed from the same cluster that was created in 2017. And I've always found this fascinating. And so throughout the year, I've been sharing with you perspective from various analysts highlighting either exactly this or similar things. And you can see, pick one of these charts. There's 4 charts on your damn screen here. Going back to 2017, there's a reason they all look about the same here. And part of it is because the asset class moves in tandem. So you have XRP price against Bitcoin. Look at what happened when it started to break up in 2017. You can see it started trending in this green box here. And he's just noting, hey, same area right here. He has XRP priced against NVIDIA, and the reason for that, even though obviously that's a stock rather than a cryptocurrency, the reason that he's highlighting that is because it's a tech stock, and tech stocks frequently get traded very similarly in style to cryptocurrencies. They're treated the same by speculators. They just are, which isn't hard to speculate, come to a conclusion as to why, or to have a strong suspicion as to why that is, rather. Because it's technology related. So people are just in their minds clumping this type of stuff together. And so you can see XRP broke up against NVIDIA in 2017. Same thing for XRP priced against ETH. And if you look at XRP dominance at the bottom, you can see it bottomed out here. And as it was heading towards the bottom, what did we see from all the people that hated XRP? Oh, it's going to zero. It's never going to pop back. Blah, 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 blah. I'm a stupid idiot. That's what it sounds like to me when they say stupid things with their stupid little face holes. But what has happened? Well, as I always say, markets eventually find bottoms. And if this is indeed the bottom, and lots of analysts for lots of reasons think we actually probably found that, you can see that on all 4 of these charts, movement back to the upside. Is this surprising? And so understanding for sure that history, even if it doesn't perfectly repeat, it does rhyme with itself, knowing that is absolutely true, doesn't this cause great cause for optimism about where this is going? Like, XRP can't and won't stay in this price range forever. It simply will not. There's this post from chart analyst Joe Matoshi, and he says, "This has been quite the coiling process. However, as I often tell you, patience is the leading skill for any type of trading or investment. So far, the structure is following along the projected path nicely. There's a crucial pivot in a few days. If the price by then is sitting nicely above 57 cents, then I expect violent expansion after this period." And that's an XRP USD chart on your screen there. Well, at least it is at the time I'm recording this. XRP above 57 cents at this moment, at least. Then we have this post from chart analyst Crypto Insight UK. XRP open interest increasing, funding negative. If we can grind higher in price, I think we will see a short squeeze, which could lead to a more aggressive move to the upside. And so the reason that I'm highlighting these things is I keep seeing from analyst after analyst, and these are analysts that I personally believe to be reputable, acting in good faith, and have pretty damn reasonable track records of mostly what they think is probable indeed coming to pass. And what I keep finding is, the expectation broadly that XRP is absolutely going to perform. Like, it's going to go. It is super hard to find an analyst who isn't biased that says, no, it's not. I found one ever, Alessio Restani, and even he started to backtrack a little bit at some point. I don't know if he hasn't done an update in some time at this point, so I don't know if his position has changed further. I found one. Any other time, if you find somebody that says, nope, XRP is not going to perform, shouldn't be in your portfolio, then you go back and you see that they've got like a track record of years of just bashing on XRP irrationally. And they have, even if they have a good track record in terms of hit rate and their accuracy when it comes to charting, somehow their charting accuracy with XRP is disastrously off. Might their bias be seeping into their analysis? I'm thinking the answer frequently is yes. Take a look at this one. This is from chart analyst Tony the Bull Severino. And he shared this XRP USD chart. And this is going back to the beginning of time, basically. The beginning of XRP price action being tracked. That's how far. We're talking back in 2013. And he simply wrote, it could be time to shine. He wrote rather, it could be time for XRP to shine. Close enough. So you can see that he's highlighting, obviously, things are cyclical. Things, in terms of market cycle, we know the 4-year thing. You can argue about what the catalyst is. I don't think it's the Bitcoin halving. It seems pretty clearly that it's liquidity that it drives all of this. But, he shows you, even if you go back into from 2013 through, even up to 2017 here, before the real fireworks started, he's just noting that you get these types of patterns. And so even though last market cycle, it is true, XRP didn't hit a new all-time high, directionally, it did what you would expect it to do, which is to say it moved in tandem with the rest of the asset class. So fine, it was artificially suppressed because of the SEC. You hate to see it. We hate to see it. It happened, though. Can't control it. We got to be adults about it. And then, obviously, it was also consolidating. Some people, including Tony, have cited that as a potential reason as to why you also didn't see an all-time high, even though I still think that the SEC nonsense was the primary driver of that. But either way, it's behaving in a way that you would want to see, which is to say that it's not like it's actually being shunned by global investors. It is being treated in terms of correlation like you'd want to see it. It hasn't been banished into the woods. Okay, it is absolutely being. That's why you see the correlation here. That's why he's highlighting. That's why the chart's showing what it's showing here. You can see these little bumps here for those who look at the screen. Yeah, 4-year cycle. It's still part of that, which is, and again, that happens. It's not something unique to XRP. It's because that's what happens in crypto. That's what happens in terms of liquidity flows. That is it. That's the reason. To think that XRP won't be a part of this and shoot drastically the upside, to me, I think would be completely absurd. And that's why when I keep seeing this, I'm happy to keep sharing with you perspective from various analysts. It makes logical sense. So I don't know how it's going to go, but if we're indeed going to have an alt season, and my for fun guess is yes, of course XRP is going to participate. I just think it would be absurd to not. There's also this post from chart analyst James Van Straten, and he said, the stablecoin supply ratio is flashing underheated. The last two times this occurred were September 2023 and November 2022. It's fairly accurate with local bottoms for Bitcoin. When the SSR oscillator dips into negative territory, stablecoins have greater purchasing power relative to Bitcoin, often signaling potential Bitcoin price bottoms as capital from stablecoins may flow into Bitcoin, supporting price increases. So we'll see if indeed that happens. There's all sorts of metrics that just, to me, it just looks like, again, in terms of probability, though not certainty, in terms of probability, we're going to have a hell of a Q4. So let's find out together what happens here, but I really firmly believe there's tons of reason to be excited here. And XRP, I know the consolidation's not fun. It gets boring and people start to lose confidence in whatever it is that they're holding. And in the case of XRP, people have been so beaten down. I get it for years and years and years. But one day you wake up and things are just running. And I've lived through many of those instances as well with all sorts of different coins, but including XRP. And it's not like that's never going to happen again. It's going to happen again. That's what I believe. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.